Count it.
We've had hundreds, if not thousands, of great guests in the decade on the show. But the first time Stephen Vogt came on just made me almost fall out of my chair. We were supposed to just interview his A's teammate, Jonny Gomes, who's a good friend of Millar's. And he reached out to Kevin earlier in the day. He said, listen, I want to bring on Stephen Vogt. And we're like, okay. He said, just get a second headset. We'll be good to go. And Voter shows up in his NBA referee's outfit and does the whole skit, blowing the whistle, calling backcourt, calling offensive fouls. It was so good, it resulted in this. Yes, a Stephen Vogt referee bobblehead, knee-high socks and all. And Voter became one of our favorite guests from that point forward. Well, as most of you know, I'm not the greatest athlete out there. So whenever I got to dress up as a baseball player, that was pretty darn special. Got to take BP with Max Scherzer and Millar in Washington. I got to do PFPs with the Colorado Rockies one spring training. Sorry, DJ LeMahieu. I mean, I know you're like 6'4". If you were 7'2", maybe I could have hit you in the chest. Probably not. But the best thing I got to do was take some BP out in Anaheim. And Mike Scioscia was the manager then, and he actually bet me whether or not I could drive home a fictitious runner from third. I ended up winning the bet. I actually one-hopped the wall out there, and he made a nice donation in memory of my mom. So that was one of the really cool moments. I loved singing during the seventh inning stretch at Wrigley Field with Millar. Maybe the funniest part, everybody wants to listen to the singing, and I thought we did fine. Watch Millar and I struggle for the microphone. Like, I'm hogging it the whole time. He's trying to pull it away. He's laughing. I won't give it to him. And it was just hilarious. So it was great being able to sing in front of like 30,000 fans on the north side of town. But the battle for the microphone, watch it closely. That's what made it so memorable for me.
And he's back, one of the original benefactors of IT Mojo, Charlie Blackmon.
Thanks for the hammer.
Hey, one of my favorite things, IT Mojo, it's real. It started a few years ago. Like over a 2-week span, we had 4 guys on the show who all went deep later that day. And we all started looking at each other and we're like, this is weird. So it started catching on. It became a hashtag on social media, IT Mojo. We printed t-shirts. Guys wanted to come on the show, especially during the World Series. And they wanted some mojo. And it ended up working. And maybe the funniest interview we ever had about it was Yolmer Sanchez, then with the Chicago White Sox. At the end of the interview, we said, hey, don't be surprised if you go deep tonight because of IT Mojo. And he goes, yep. He goes, what does IT Mojo stand for? We were like, IT, the show, intentional talk. He's like, huh? We said, if you get on base, just do the little IT Mojo. He ended up getting 4 knocks that night, and he did the hand signals on base, and I mean, it was just unbelievable. So I am a big believer in IT Mojo. Obviously, I love throwing out the first pitch in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, even though I yanked it through one hopper. Nick Swisher, our first guest ever on IT, actually made a great play. And he's like, bro, you bounced a dog? Yeah, that was tough. But the greatest moment involving my hometown team was obviously getting to cover them in the World Series in 2016. And yeah, we were close. We didn't quite get there, but the fact I was able to cover them in the World Series and then have my family fly out and meet me, and it was our oldest son, Josh's 16th birthday during Game 6 of the World Series. I mean, we lost that epic Game 7, and Brady, who was 11 years old at the time, we're walking back to our hotel room. We're all sad. He looks up at me and he goes, Dad, it sucks we lost, but at least we were there together. Are you kidding me? That's heartbreaking and heartfelt at the same time.